Jai Shri Mataji. Welcome today for the meditation session here with the help of the Greece Collective and Vaibhav and his team. Myself, Sanjay Talwar. I'm happy to begin the session today. So let us raise our Kundalini and give ourselves Bandhan. Do pranam to Shri Mataji. We'll say the three mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triguణात्मिका Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. We'll say the mantra of Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Left hand towards Shri Mataji, right hand towards the Mother Earth. Put your attention on left Muladhara petal. And we say the Ganesha Arthvathisham. Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Tvameva Sarvam Khalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshat Atmasi Nityam Ritam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi Ava Tvam Ava Vaktaram Ava Shrotaram Ava Dataram Ava Dhataram Avanuchanam Ava Shishyam Ava Paschatat Ava Purustat Avottaratat Avadakshinatat Avachordhavatat Avadharatat Sarvato Mam Pahi Pahi Samantat Tvam Vangmayastvam Chinnamaya Tvam Anandamayastvam Brahmamaya Tvam Satchidananda Dvityoasi Tvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Jnanamayo Vijnanamayo Asi Sarvam Jagadidam Tvatto Jayate Sarvam Jagadidam Tvattastishtati सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरपो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वां मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मका त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मास्त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवः स्वरों घनादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वार परतर अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारः पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वार शान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नाथ संधानां संहिता संधिः शेषा गणेश विद्या गणकः ऋषिः निःसृत गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुरहस्तं पाशम् अंकुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारुण्याम् अच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च शिष्टयादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषार्थपरम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं सह योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लंबोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। Shri Mataji, we bow at your lotus feet. Shri Mataji, please come in my heart. Shri Mataji, knowingly or unknowingly, if I have ever committed any mistake against your divine providence, please forgive me. Please make me worthy of your divine feet. I surrender my ego, my superego, and my entire being at your divine feet. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. You say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Try to feel the love of Shri Mataji in your heart. Keeping attention on the Sahasrara. We will raise our right arm, right elbow towards the sky. Sorry, the left elbow and the right hand towards Shri Mataji. And we shall affirm, Mother, you are the doer. You are the enjoyer. I do nothing. Please take away all the doership from me and allow my right side to be totally surrendered at your lotus feet. May all my heat of the right side be absorbed in the sky element. And may I become completely thoughtless. I prayed to Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, put your hands at the level of your heart. Shri Mataji, we all pray. Mother, you are the goddess incarnated on this earth to grant us our moksha, to grant us liberation from the bondages of the ego, to take us beyond into the realm of God, to connect us to the all-pervading power. Mother, I pray that my Kundalini be always stationed above my Sahasrara, and that I can see the whole world as a big play and not get involved. But pray that my attention at the Sahasrara is enlightened with my Kundalini at the heart and can project outward to solve all the problems of the world. At your lotus feet, Shri Mataji. You put your left hand towards your heart and feel the love of Shri Mataji in your heart. Invite her, Mother, please take your seat in my heart. Please fill my heart with love and compassion for the whole world. Put your heart on your center heart. Mother, you are Durga. You are Jagadamba. You protect us from all evil. Ma, make us fearless, such that our antibodies multiply and fight all the enemies that attack us from both the subconscious and the supraconscious. We are under your protection, Shri Mataji. And we are blessed to be your children. make us responsible to take your message to the whole world without fear. Now we put both the hands towards Shri Mataji. Keep your attention on the Sahasrara, and we ask for the balance of the right and the left side. Feel the vibrations equal in the palms of both the left and the right. Keep your attention on the Sahasrara and keep your hearts open. And allow the vibrations to flow into your being. If we have a video of Shri Mataji or audio, it can be played at this juncture. Else we may be in silent meditation for some time.
What was the most spiritual experience near Shri Mataji, if you can share?
First spiritual experience was when I met her. And what I would say is that she appeared like an ordinary, very loving, like a mother, you know. And I was going through a lot of normal problems in life that we have at this age of 27. And she was very caring, and she took so much interest in me, and therefore I was drawn towards her. I was attracted towards her persona as a personality. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know that she was the Adi Shakti at that time. We met for some common purpose of meeting. And from there, I was uplifted quite a bit by her personality and the way she was talking. And the best part is she was guessing a lot about me, which I felt she was guessing, but she wasn't, because she was what she was. But I couldn't see at that time because I wasn't realized. And then she invited me over to come over to her house in London. I had some work overseas. I live in India, and there was a certain relationship through which I got connected to Shri Mataji. It was a family relationship, and she invited me, and she wanted me to know about Sahaj Yoga. So that was the beginning phase in 1984. July 4th is the day I remember. Then I had met her in London, and she gave me self-realization. So that was the biggest, I would say, what the question is, that what is the biggest jump or experience I had, is to take realization from the Adi Shakti herself. And thereafter, I felt that she was nurturing me all the time, giving me a lot of knowledge. And so years passed by, almost a year and a half before she came to New Delhi to my house. My father was managing Sahaj Yoga for North India. He was one of the first few leaders to start spreading Shri Mataji's work and taking her out to other parts of North India for her public programs. So at that time, there were no musicians. So Shri Mataji had speeches to make. And she knew once she had met me, she had some plan about me, which I wasn't aware of. But it was obvious that Shri Mataji, every time she would be in Delhi, she would ask for me, ask my father, where is your son? And I would make myself available to her. There was a mutual attraction, you would say, a mother wanting a child and the child loving the way the mother was expressing her love. So this mutual respect and admiration brought me closer to her. And you know that she being the Adi Shakti was like a magnet in my life. I was drawn to her, and there were times when Shri Mataji wanted me to accompany her to various places where she was visiting for her own work. Like I'll give you an instance. In 1986, she asked my father that she wanted me to come and be with her in Jaipur. Jaipur is this one of the kingly states of Rajasthan, and Shri Mataji was talking about Sahaj Yoga to the leader over there. We all were staying there, and I was told also that this experience of Vishnu Maya, how it happened during that time was that Shri Mataji was sitting in a gathering in a hall. It was December 1986, and I was new to Sahaj, there was no idea of protocol in my heart. It was just that I was just attracted to Shri Mataji. I thought she was everything for me. That was the great attraction she had put on me. And when I came up to Jaipur in her calling, I was lazy, I was sleeping, and I didn't realize there was a meditation going on at the leader's house. And I just woke up and suddenly realized, where is everybody? There was nobody around. So I quickly, freshened up and went down. So it was a big hall, and there was a staircase coming from the first floor. And then as I was descending on the staircase, I saw a big candle lit at one of the places of the staircase, which had a very big wick. It was glowing. It was a huge candle. Shri Mataji's eyes were closed. There were about 40 people sitting in front of her meditating. And I was approaching from an angle opposite to where I could see Shri Mataji from top. I was on the first floor, and this place was on the ground floor. And as I was approaching, it was a spiral staircase. As I was approaching down, I slowly tiptoed. And when I reached to a certain level where I was facing Shri Mataji direct, I heard a swish sound, a sound of a ball of fire, something like and then I looked from where it came from one of the walls. And it was like a ball of fire that came from the wall. It sort of flew over the heads of all the people across the room. And the moment it came just between my eyes and Shri Mataji's eyes that were closed, I saw her widely open her eyes. And she looked at that fire. And then both of us saw it just sail through the top of the heads of all the people and went through the other side of the wall and then disappeared through the wall the way it came. And it left some sort of like a meteors leave a mark, sort of a flame which was sizzling over the heads of the people. And it lasted for maybe a few seconds. And my eyes were steadfast on Shri Mataji's eyes. And as she looked, she suddenly closed her eyes, and then everything was normal, as if nothing had happened. And I was amazed at this. I couldn't believe what it was. And I just slowly tiptoed, sat down. My heart was beating fast. I put my hands in front of Mother. I tried to meditate, but I couldn't. My mind was running very fast. I was just wondering what I had just seen, what had Mother seen also along with me. And then she'd shut her eyes. What could have been? So once the meditation was over, there were people around. Normally, once she was sitting before you and you're meditating in front of her, those were the times meditation used to happen in front of Shri Mataji. And once it was over, we all got up, and there were many people around her. She was talking to people. She was explaining things. So I couldn't contain myself. And I went up to Shri Mataji from the back. I approached her, and she just made way for me to come close to her. And then she cupped her hand next to my ear. And she knew what she had to tell me something. And she knew that we both had seen it was our own secret. But probably she didn't want everybody to know. She says, "Don't worry. It was your own Vishnu Maya. You had seen your own Vishnu Maya principle." And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe a ball of fire. And then, of course, her way of telling me was that my left Vishuddhi had been cleared. And that's when I realized that Shri Mataji was working on me for some reason. And she was clearing my left Vishuddhi, because the Vishuddhi chakra was important at that time to be cleansed. And that was the very first major miraculous experience I had with Shri Mataji. And I realized this is the time that which she really probably called me, that she was building up something for me to be. And then she the next day she shared with me that she wanted me to come with her to Rajasthan. She needed to drive around in Rajasthan, and there next day morning, it was my lucky day. Shrimataji came in my car. There was a car arranged for her, Mercedes car with a driver, but for some reason the driver fell ill, and probably that was her Maya, because she wanted me to drive her, and I told her that I can't drive a Mercedes. So she said, I'll come in your car. She told me very privately. And then when the leader and all the people were around, they said that the driver is not well, he could not make it. And I felt probably that was the way mother does things. So she said, no, I'll go with Sanjay in his car. And we had a 6,000 kilometers to drive around Rajasthan. It was a 3-day journey to be covered. And she wanted to buy some artifacts for her house in Pune in Pratishthan. So the journey started in December 1986. My wife joined me in the back seat. The leader of Jaipur joined us, and Manish, who cooks for Shri Mataji. And with her wish, these people came. We drove. We had a lovely experience on the way, and she put her hand at the back of my neck, and she was massaging it. And I was wondering. It felt very nice, Shri Mataji's hand on my neck. And she said, it's a long journey, you'll be tired. So, but she was giving actually vibrations to my Vishuddhi. And as she has kept her hand there for quite some time, she asked me, it's a long journey, why don't we sing? Let's have some music. So I was very fond of singing romantic songs. And I told Shri Mataji, I don't know any bhajans. So she said, no, just sing any song that you like. And I sang one song, which she loved. And then she said, the person who wrote, if you could just think that it was the Devi for whom he's singing and not his beloved, then see how the vibrations change. So she asked everybody, put out your hands. And now she told me, you think that you're singing it for me. And now you sing. So I just put my attention on Shri Mataji and all my heart, and I sang that song for her. And lo behold, everybody said, Mother, it's so cool. It's so cool. It wasn't there earlier when he was singing. And she said, that's it. It's all in your attention. The minute you put your attention on me and all your heart on me, you get the feel of the vibrations. And the music is also vibrated. So that was my first experience. I would say she had started the musician in me. And then as the journey went on, it was a long journey. So there was another time she asked me to sing another song, and then I sang another song. And that was also a romantic song. So she said, at least you're singing a romantic song, means it's about love. But the point is, the love is for the Devi. And so she changed the words of the song. And she said, keep the tune. I said, Mother, but it's a Bollywood tune. It's a film tune. She said, don't worry. You will start creating. Don't worry. Just put these words in this song and sing. And then I'll have you sing this to all the Sahajogis. So here I could feel Shri Mataji was planning to make me a musician. And it helped in a way that later on, when she went to give public programs in Jaipur, a couple of songs had been prepared in this 3-day journey of Rajasthan. A couple means, I would say, 24 songs. So you can imagine, it was a continuous journey. The 3 days, I don't know where it went, but we had few miracles as we went by. I saw all those miracles. And then I was confirmed that I was with the goddess herself, the God himself. So that was one of the starting experiences of my life. So she had worked on my left Vishuddhi. She had worked on my Vishuddhi chakra. She had instilled a sense of poetry in me. I was getting very intrigued, very interested. And in the journey, she told me that you have become a poet now, and I'm going to leave you alone. and you write a poetry. And of course, I was very new to all this, so I just surrendered at her feet, and I wrote a poem again on a film song. And then when we reached the next stop, she asked me, "Can I see the poem?" Then she saw the poem, and she made certain changes. And of course, she almost changed everything about the poem. And in that poem, she's telling people to take realization. She's telling people what is Sahaj Yoga and how it is so important for people to take realization. And that was the first ever song she asked me to perform at Ganpati Pule after about 2 years. This happened in 86, no, after about 1 year. And so I'll ask Vaibhav to please play that particular song which I performed for the first time at Ganpati Pule, and which was, the words were written by Shri Mataji. Would you like to play that, Vaibhav? Hope you all can hear it. You can raise the volume.
बेखबर होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लौट आइए। बेखबर होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लौट आइए। दलदलों में है फंसे अनेक जीव, जानते नहीं ये बात है अजीब, जो सत्य है वो कह गए किरण जी, आज वही सत्य जाना सजी। कृपा हो श्री माता जी की खुद को पाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लौट आइए। बेखबर होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लौट आइए। दलदलों में है फंसे अनेक जीव, जानते नहीं ये बात है अजीब, जो सत्य है वो कह गए किरण जी, आज वही सत्य जाना सजी। कृपा हो श्री माता जी की खुद को पाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लौट आइए। बेखबर होके आप यूं न जाइए किरण जी, आज वही सत्य जाना सजी। कृपा हो श्री माता जी की खुद को पाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लौट आइए। बेखबर होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लौट आइए। शक्तियाँ जहान में साक्षी बन के इनको जान लीजिए। नशीली शक्तियाँ जहान में साक्षी बन के इनको जान लीजिए। खैर है इसी में आपकी हुजूर, आत्म साक्षात्कार लीजिए। कृपा हो श्री माता जी की खुद को पाइए, आपको हमारी कसम मान चाहिए। बेखबर होके आप यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लौट आइए। जिंदगी के रास्ते अजीब है, इनमें इस तरह चला न कीजिए, सहज में उतर के देखिए हुजूर, कुंडलिनी योग जान लीजिए, कृपा हो श्री माता जी की खुद को पाइए, आप तो हमारी कसम आजमाइए, बेखबर होके आप यूं न जाइए, आप तो हमारी कसम लौट आइए। बेखबर होके आप यूं न जाइए, आप तो हमारी कसम लौट आइए। श्री माता जी के रूप ही अनेक है, आदि शक्ति उनको मान लीजिए, श्री माता जी के रूप ही अनेक है, आदि शक्ति उनको मान लीजिए, आरती उतारिए उनकी हुजूर, श्रद्धा रूप दिल में स्थान दीजिए, कृपा हो श्री माता जी की खुद को पाइए, आप तो हमारी कसम लौट आइए, बेखबर होके आप यूं न जाइए, आप तो हमारी कसम लौट आइए, बेखबर होके आप यूं न जाइए, आप तो हमारी कसम लौट आइए।
We wrote this. We were in the first day of our tour of Rajasthan. It was in one of the hotels Shri Mataji was staying, and I had gone to my room, written the song, and then she corrected it, and then this was performed. But the beauty part is that out of the last stanza, she had asked me to create myself. She had written the earlier 3 stanzas, and the last stanza is what I had written myself. And then when I had gone to Shri Mataji and said, Shri Mataji, I hope this one is right. And she says, this is perfectly right. So I would say that was the first poem of mine that Shri Mataji acknowledged that was, I had done it correctly. And that was a big encouragement from her. And so this is how the process of lighting poetry started with this song. It was a film song. And she was encouraging me to take any kind of tune because the words were very important. The words were that they were very catchy tunes. She said the people in the West, they'd love to hear some dancing, catching music. So this is good. And she was right, because when I performed this in Ganpati Pule, this became quite a hit number because all the foreigners started taking back home this song and then playing on their guitars. And then when mother took me overseas, post 1988, in fact, 1988 was the year that I went on my first foreign tour. Then she made the foreigners play this song to me. And she says, see, now what's happening is people are going to pick this up and lots of people will go and take to self-realization. Because this song was used quite a bit in public programs. I was lucky when I was traveling with her in India or overseas, she allowed me to play this song before her speech. And she said that this helped a lot. So that's how music, in fact, got introduced before mother's speeches were put on, or any public program was to start. There would be a music of a couple of bhajans. That's how this started. So it's a very dear song to me, and I hope you all enjoyed it. This is again the same year, 1987. It was a very formative year. 86 December, we had started music. And I told you I had 24 bhajans ready. And Shri Mataji asked me, you should record them in a studio. So miraculously, and it was really a miraculous thing, that in just 24,000 rupees at that time, in 1987, I recorded all the 24 bhajans in 3 days, 8 bhajans a day, without a single retake. It was in one take, The studio was run by a blind man, and all the 8-9 musicians, we practiced for a few hours, and then they played live on the studio, and nobody repeated what they played. It was just in one go. And that could only have happened because of Shri Mataji, because I've never recorded music ever in my life at that time. And she had asked me to go to a studio and record. And I just sort of totally surrendered at her feet. I went up to the man, and he said, yes, it's run in a blind school, and the studio is in a very bad condition, but we have a very good recording machine. So at that low budget, of course, at that time, it was quite a lot of money. And I never used to have that kind of money, because from that moment I had met Shri Mataji, I had left my family, my everybody, and I used to be with her all the time. So there was no question of me having my own money. But my parents supported me for that recording. And I am most grateful to them, because that was the beginning. My first 2 cassettes were taken out. Mother called it Adi Shakti Pujan. And we brought them out in Ganpatipule. And the December of Ganpatipule 1987 saw the first time my music cassettes. And you'd be surprised, we sold, I think, 2,000 cassettes over there. And Shri Mataji said, she was so happy. She says, see, now we have started this journey, and now you have to continue it. So I'll give you one more example of how these Strotams started. Mahalakshmi Strotam, very important. It is sung in Mahalakshmi Puja, and a lot of people are singing it now. Mother had come to Delhi, New Delhi, and she was staying in Rajesh Shah's house in Vasant Vihar. And she used to tell me a lot about Rajesh Shah's dedication and devotion to her. And Rajesh called me and said that Mother wants you over. So I came there, and then he took me to a room, and he said, Shri Mataji is keen that you should learn to sing Mahalakshmi Strotam. I said, oh my God, that's in Sanskrit. And it was written by Adi Shankaracharya. So I said, I'll try. So he said, Mother's desire. So I said, fine. So as you saw, my elder brother joined me in joint singing in this last song. And then he joined me again in this one. My brother and I both used to sing together most of the times. Because I was a very nervous solo singer. I could not sing solo ever. So I needed his voice to support mine. And he was very cooperative. And he and I both sat with Rajesh Shah, and Rajesh Shah told us that Mother has been through the lyrics and she has made certain changes in Adi Shankaracharya's original writing. And she says, now it's perfect. And you ask Sanjay to prepare it. So she had a public program coming up in Mavlankar Hall after a few days. And she wanted me to sing that before the public program. So we prepared that song. And then we performed it as a test before the public program in front of Shri Mataji. And now you can see her expressions, how she felt when she heard the song.
नमस्ते तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूज्यते शंख चक्र गदा हस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गरुडारूढे कायासुर भयंकरी सर्व पाप हरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते सर्वज्ञे सर्ववरदे सर्वदुष्ट भयंकरी सर्व दुख हरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायनी मंत्र मूर्ते सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते अध्यंतर हृदय देवी अजय शक्ति महेश्वरी योग दे योग संभूते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते स्थूल सूक्ष्म महारुद्रे महाशक्ति महोदरे महापाप हरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते पद्मासन स्थिते देवी परब्रह्म स्वरूपिणी परमेशी जगन्मात महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते श्वेतांबर धरे देवी नानालंकार भूषिते जगत स्थिते जगन्मात महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते महालक्ष्यं स्तकं स्तोत्रं ये पढ़े भक्तिमान सर्वसिद्धिमवाप्नोति राज्यं प्राप्नोति सर्वदा एककालं पठे नित्यं महापाप विनाशनम् द्विकालं यत् पठे नित्यं धनधान्य समन्वित त्रिकालं यत् पठे नित्यं महाशत्रु विनाशनम् महालक्ष्मी भवे नित्यं प्रसन्न वरदा शुभ नमस्ते तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूज्यते शंख चक्र गदास्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते
She was working. I could see she was working on me. And if you were to just, any musician, I would say, was just put this video on and look at her eyes. He will take everything from her, everything. So much compassion was flowing from her eyes. It was beautiful. It was like I was just absorbing everything from her and growing within, And I'm so grateful to the person who recorded this. And you won't believe this, but I first time saw it just now. After the day I sang it, after that, I'm seeing this video for the first time. One instance where Shri Mataji, it was a time when I was very deep into writing poetry. And Shri Mataji had already told me that she didn't want me to use any more film songs. She said that you need to be composing your own. And I tried in one song, I tried to compose. I don't know how well it went. I did record it among those 24 songs. That was my first composition, of course. But I'll come to the main experience because, of course, you can hear that first composition also. I'll just sing it here for a second, and then I'll come to the experience of the next song. He Ma Adi Kundalini Gauri Ma Adi Shakti Ma Jagdamba Karunamayi Ma की है कृपा तूने योग सहज लाकर आत्म बोध दिया करुणामयी माँ की है कृपा तूने योग सहज लाकर आत्म बोध दिया, हे माँ आदि कुंडलिनी गौरी माँ, आदि शक्ति माँ जगदम्बा. So this was my first composition, and Shrimataji's eyes were wet when I was singing it to her. And she says, "See, I told you you'd be able to compose yourself." And I'm telling you, I know nothing. I don't know ABC about music. I have never read music. I've never learned music. Music has come to me by Shrimataji only, because I used to be just a bathroom singer as a child. Of course, I come from a family of singers. My mother was a classical singer. My father used to sing. My brother sings. My sister sings. So this was probably in my blood from the beginning. And Shrimataji obviously saw that. And then she nurtured and she brought me out. She brought out the... So I realized how much we can nurture ourselves or nurture people and bring the best out of them, as a mother does to a child. That was my experience, a beautiful experience. And I'll give you one more instance. This was again in 1987, again February. So we were in February when this meeting happened over the Navahalakshmi Stotam. Soon, most of Shrimataji's Shivratri pujas are in February. It is 27th, 28th February, I remember. Again, I was in Delhi, puja was in Mumbai, and I got a message that Shrimataji wanted me at the puja. So I went to Bombay, and when I went there, I was at the puja. Shrimataji some politician had come to attend the puja. It was Bala Sahab Thackeray. He was there. And I was sitting in the audience, and then I got a message that Shrimataji wanted me on the stage. I was normally in the habit, I used to carry my diary and a pen. And at the slightest of thing, something would occur to me and I would start writing in the diary. So while they were preparing for the puja, I was coming onto the stage. I took up my position near to Shrimataji's seat, where the other musicians were also there to sing for the puja. But I was just sitting on one side, and I just lost track of time. The puja started, Shrimataji spoke, we were all there, but I don't know when I must have written this poem. I still can't remember when I must have written this poem. What must have been just before the start of the puja or during the puja, it was created. And I just kept it close to my heart. The puja was a very long puja. It was Shivratri puja. And it was almost 12 o'clock in the night when it got over. It started at 8 o'clock. So it was a 4-hour affair. And Bala Sahab Thackeray was sitting there. He was a very big politician from Maharashtra. He was one of the strongest politicians of Maharashtra who had come to Shrimataji's puja. And then, so there was a protocol that Shrimataji left and then he left. And then I went and I was staying with a friend of mine, is a Sahajyogi, Mr. G.D. Keluskar. We lost him 2 years back. He used to live in Khar in Mumbai. And I went to stay with him. And I had this note in my pocket. And the puja was beautiful. We were all totally drenched in vibrations. So he was preparing dinner. We had dinner. And then we were going to sleep. So it was almost 2 o'clock by the time we were planning to sleep. So I was getting a bit fidgety. I told him, I have written this poem and I wanted to show it to Shrimataji, but at the puja, I just couldn't get a chance. So can we go now and show it to her? He said, are you mad? Shrimataji just had a puja. She must be resting and she's full of vibrations. How can we disturb her with just what poetry we have written? So I said, sir, but my heart is not agreeing. I have to go. And I think Shrimataji is calling me. He's saying, are you crazy? Don't you understand protocols? Don't you understand that there is a leader whom you should ring up, call, check, and look what time, it's almost 2:30 in the morning. I said, well, I have to go to Shrimataji. So I was stuck up with that, and he was a very sweet man. He's saying, okay, I'll come with you, but when the consequences happen, you have to take the brunt. I'll tell them how you were behaving. So I said, fine. So we went, we took an auto rickshaw, and then we went. We knew where Shrimataji was staying, and the Juhu outhouse of Rahul Bajaj. And lo and behold, we arrive at the gate, and the auto rickshaw drops us there. And right from the gate, I see first the gate itself is open. Then through the gate, you can look through into the drawing room. The big door of the house was also open. And you could see far behind in the drawing room, there was this dining table, and there were about 8-10 people sitting there having dinner. And Shri Mataji was sitting at the head of the table. And she was facing from the point that we got off the auto rickshaw and we were walking towards the main gate, then we go into the main door, and then we enter into the dining hall, the sitting area, and then the dining hall. So it was a walk. And as we were walking, my friend was taking a side. He didn't want to be seen, so he was just trying to hide from the side. And I was walking straight down. And as I was walking, he was just coming behind me. And when we approached to Shri Mataji close by, and we were almost in the room, Shri Mataji was just looking and she was smiling. And then I heard her say, "Come, come, I was waiting for you." So, and I wasn't surprised in my heart. I was feeling that she was calling me from the very beginning. But this gentleman, the minute he heard that Shri Mataji has welcomed us, he went straight at her feet. He literally dived on the floor. And he said something to her in Marathi, which is basically a big apology that we've come to disturb you at this time. I could understand. But Shri Mataji was so loving, so smilingly, she said, no, nothing to worry. I was just having my dinner. We just finished dinner. And see all these people, there were these 8-10 world leaders sitting there, including Yogi Mahajan, including Rajesh Bhai, and there were some other foreign Sahaj Yogis sitting on the right table. And Shri Mataji asked me, "Come sit next to me." So there was a chair next to Shri Mataji which nobody was occupying. In fact, I don't think anybody would dare come so close and sit with Mother. And Shri Mataji said, "Come, sit next to me." So I hesitated. And then Shri Mataji said, "Don't worry, I'm asking you to come. Please sit next to me." So I sat next to Shri Mataji. And then she looked at everybody and she said, "Well, I was talking to you about him just now, and see, he has turned up. And I was going to tell you that he is the musician of my making, that I want his music to go all over the world. But today he has come with a special poem." So she said it on her own. And like in my heart of hearts, I was like so pleased as Shri Mataji is herself introducing me and for the purpose for which I had come. So she asked me, "So why don't you tell us about your poem?" So I opened the paper and I was going to recite it. And then Shri Mataji said, just hold on. And there was this hand bowl on which she was washing her hands after food. It was a finger bowl. So she just pushed it aside onto my side. And she says, "Well, before you say anything, just please drink it." And I just looked here and there and I just drank it. And before I was about to drink it, I do remember somebody from my side, I'm not sure who it was, saying, "Don't drink the whole thing. Leave a little bit for us." But and Shri Mataji said, "Just gulp it down." So I gulped it down. And when I did that, my throat, it felt like I was in the outer space. It was like seeing the Virat form of Lord Krishna. I was floating in my throat itself. And it became so soft and silky and so soothing. And my whole being sort of just filled with vibrations and with beauty all around. It was like Mother shown me her real roop in that. And then I heard, I was totally mesmerized at that moment. And then I heard a mother's voice resounding, "Now, when are you going to start singing?" So I said, "Mother, singing? I've just written a poem." She says, "No, you have to sing it now." And then I just closed my eyes, I prayed to Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji You sing it. I'll try. And I sang it. And Shri Mataji heard the poem and she said, and I sang it at the rag, I don't know which rag it was, and then she said, it is the rag of the Sastra. It is Rag Darbari, what you're singing. And I had no idea that this was Rag Darbari at all. And she said, you're surrendered. And the song itself said that I am the flute, and that mother, when I'm surrendered to you, you play on the holes of the flute as if they are my chakras. And when I'm totally surrendered to you, then my kundalini, which is the breath of yours, it plays the tune of your love to people. And from that love, people take their self-realization. That was the poem. And it was a suggestive that I am a hollow instrument for you, Shri Mataji. If I'm surrendered, then you take over and you do everything. I do nothing. I'm just your instrument. I'm only surrendered to you. And so I sang that song as if I'd been singing it for years. It was like flowing without my knowing how well I had performed that song at that moment. I could hear everybody's clapping and resounding. And then Shri Mataji told everybody, this is Roshan. I call him Roshan, the enlightened one. And he is going to bring this music to all of you in the world. And now music will start. And today I declare that I will form a music team for him to perform with him and take him around the world. And that is the moment she called up Baba Mama and said, please bring your Nagpur musicians and we will form a team. And then later it was called the Nirmal Sangeet Sarita. And our first foreign tour started in 1988. And this song became the, I would say, the maiden song which was sung in almost every program in that trip of mine to Cabela, and then it was overseas. We went to Andorra, Spain, and Italy, I think. France and Spain. Somewhere there, the Pyrenees. Shri Mataji took me, and then, of course, this song was performed several times everywhere. So this is the history behind this particular song. And now the big challenge is I've never sung this in a way that we have planned today.
अब जी तो मेरा से हर जीव रसे। बेहोश नहीं ये गौरव है, रोशन चेतन की गुंजन है। जब मस्त हुए तो क्या कहने, जब मस्त हुए तो क्या कहने। मेरी शक्ति ही मधुभोजन है तेरी सांसों की। जो एक लड़ी सुखमन मेरी को भर देगी। आनंद की बौछारों में तेरी पावनता के दीप जल, कितना रोशन मुझे करते चले। दिल के भीतर नई राग छिड़े, हर राग में नए इंसान जगे। ऐसा मंथन रस रूप धरे, सब गण हर कण तेरी रास रचे। सब गण हर कण तेरी रास रचे। तब जीवन स्वर्ग का धाम बने तेरी सांसों की। जब एक लड़ी सुखमन मेरी को भर देगी, तब देह मेरा बांसुरी बने। सब राग मधु स्वर में बजे, स्वर में बजे। सब राग मधु स्वर में बजे, स्वर में बजे।
Along with Jago Kundalini Ma, both these songs were so dear to Shri Mataji, and that they were part of my very first film, Grah Lakshmi The Awakening. I'm sure many of you have seen the movie. I've shown it several times. I've formed an NGO called Immaculate Ideal Human Foundation. My Indian brothers and sisters here have supported us by making this movie, showing it in 200 screenings across India. We've had more than 50,000 people taking self-realization from this film. We've added 20 minutes of Shri Mataji's speech of self-realization at the end of the movie. And the best part of this film that has been is that the Indian Censor Board that was once Shri Mataji chaired it, cleared Shri Mataji's movie, and with a big thud of applause, because all the people who were judging the film, there were 5-6 of them from the Information Broadcasting Ministry of the Indian government. They all took their self-realization, and they all checking with each other whether they were getting the cool breeze on top of the head or not after the movie. They clapped and they clasped my hand after the film, and they said, "This is the film that the world needs to see. We see so much crap in the cinema today, but today you have been bold enough to show this film." And in the history of the Indian Censor Board selection, they instantly granted it a universal certificate. I got the certificate in my hand in 48 hours. Normally, they take 2 weeks to 3 weeks to process your application. But they were so moved. And then I went ahead and, of course, I dubbed this film in English. And I put Shri Mataji's English talks and English realization. And then when I brought it back to the censor board for clearance as a second film in English, they were thrilled. They said, we saw the first film, but this English film surpasses even the first film. And I'm so lucky because we just in last week I got this certification. It's ready for all of you to see it in English this time, but because of the lockdown, we are not able to show it in cinema theaters. So this actually been movie is made in 4K 5.1 Dolby sound, which is meant for the best resolution as cinema theater can offer. So the kind of sitting experience you can get of this 94-minute film is an experience in itself. Not only tells you about Sahajog Mother's speeches and all, but also gives you self-realization. It does wonders, the cinema. And I'm hoping when the cinemas open, you show it in cinemas. Because if I show it in the YouTube or anything, it would have no impact at all, because anybody and everybody would not follow the protocol of Shri Mataji. It has to be in a closed hall with 400-500 people, and all of them 100% self-realization happening. I've noticed that in India, our Indian brothers and sisters took this challenge, and it was released on 26th April 2019, and in 1 year we covered 200 screenings in over 74 cities and 2 union territories. So it was a big challenge, and even the Indian government allowed this film by the Health Ministry, gave it a okay. That is a very good film for yoga. It's so sad that it is not coming out on Yoga Day because of several issues with the government, how you can get your message across. But I'm sure this movie has no shelf value. It will be there for time immemorial. And for your information, let me tell you that I'm coming up with another film called Mahalakshmi Path, which is going to be a continuation of Grah Lakshmi. And this movie, I've already made one song. It's very new. It's been just very recently composed. So if you want, you can hear that song. I'll try and sing with it. I have sent the tracks to Weber. Again, this is experimental. Unfortunately, it's a brand new song, but this song was originally composed and sung and recorded by me in, I would say, in 1992. So it is not a new song, but it has been recorded with the Bollywood film music director, and they've done a perfect job with it. You can dance with it, you can love it, and you're going to love it in the next film. It's all again about Kundalini awakening. Our films are focused on Kundalini awakening, and that's what we want everybody to learn from our creative energies, what great incarnation Shri Mataji was. So Weber, would you like to play this? And maybe this could be the last song. And hello. So you can, or do you want to have a little question answer? Then we can end with this song. And we can do.
There was one question. So if you have any, on this.
Oh. Okay. Now this is a very general question. Shri Mataji is in her speeches spoken so much about it. If you're listening to speeches intently, or you should be listening to a lot of Shri Mataji's talks. In fact, every day for half an hour, I would recommend. So what is spiritual ascent? So what is spiritual ascent is you are ascending from your current state of consciousness to a state of super consciousness. So we survive in unconscious state, which is the roots with the earth. We are very earthy people. So we have our earthly desires, our local relationships with our families, and we are looking for jobs, and we are wanting good food and comfort and everything, good health. And so therefore we call ourselves very earthly people. We want everything laid out for our lives. Basic desires. These are very basic desires. So what is spiritual ascent is the desire that Shri Mataji has given us is the desire of the left side, which is the Kundalini, the Mahakali Shakti. And not everybody has this opportunity that Shri Mataji came in these times. But by raising the Kundalini, by allowing us to know how it crosses over different chakras, it brings us in every chakra, we are actually ascending. That's our ascent. So as it goes up every chakra, as Sri Ganesha's power comes into every chakra, and you know about the chakras, so I don't need to talk about that. Then they have their qualities and how they exist and what are the deities. So basically the deities come at different intervals of time to bring us out of a certain way of human existence so that we can reach a higher state of existence, which is from the unconscious mind to the conscious mind. And what is the conscious mind? Is connecting with that super intelligence, that power which is beyond our brains, which we can't comprehend. And when that happens is when our sahasrara breaks subtly. So this kundalini energy subtly comes out of our sahasrara by clearing all our chakras. It goes into every chakra, nurtures it, cleanses it, because there's a lot of muck we have stored in our chakras from our previous lives. It's not that we are faulty or there's anything. This is human. It's human to be what we are. There's nothing to be afraid or to be guilty about or to be angry about. But to just realize that this is what we are, and this is what Shri Mataji has told us that we have to do. So what do? We do nothing. We just surrender to her. The Kundalini is our pure Shakti, the Ichha Shakti, the desire energy, the Shuddha Ichha. So she's lying on us. She's lying at the base of the spine. And then we have to have a desire to seek the ultimate, seek God. And unless you have that desire, unless you are a seeker, you cannot have spiritual ascent. You have to seek that power, because you have to go beyond your consciousness. Your consciousness is there, that everybody has it. But to go into a higher consciousness with this connection with the superpower at the sahasrara, that is spiritual ascent. And that you can only get if you meditate. And what is meditation? Is allowing yourself to become the instrument. Not to take charge yourself, but to surrender. What is surrender? Surrender is to just let the divine work his plan through your system. Allow your system to be at his service. Feel the love in your heart. Feel the joy of that is spiritual ascent. And each chakra has its own characteristic. It gives you a character. Every chakra. You know about every chakra. Know the deity. What character it gives you. So watch that character unfold. Open a new dimension inside you. Let it grow within you. Let it flower. Let it have fragrance. Let there be sweetness in everything that you do. In your relationships, in your beliefs, in the way you speak, in the way you talk. So what is that? That is the magnetism of Lord Ganesha within you. He's the magnet. And that reflects in your personality, that magnetic personality. That is your spiritual ascent. If you have got that magnetic personality in you, you are fearless. Because you know you have the powers. Mother's told you. She's given you those powers which even she doesn't give to the deities. And she says these deities are at your disposal. They are there to help you. So if you have a pure desire, you are connected, you have the powers, you can use these powers to help yourself, help your health, help your mental being, help people around you, your family, your way you live, your city, your country, and then you can help the whole world. And then she's given you the attention, the pure attention, which was always within gross things, with all those desires I was talking about. Now you're with the pure desire. So this attention goes and it rises up to at your heart level, it gets enlightened, and then it goes up to the brain, and from the brain it acts. And it doesn't bring back a reaction. It brings back the results. Mother would say that if your attention you could put anywhere, it would create ripples. Means it could make an impact. You could sit here, you could pass on vibrations to anybody, and you could get that matter sorted out. She said, that is how powerful I have made you. But do we realize this power that we have
Do we meditate every day? Do we cleanse every day? Do we love people? Do we love ourselves? Do we live a joyous life? Ask yourself these questions. And this is what she called as introspection. So all this put together, I would say, is your spiritual ascent.
Last one, yeah. Please forgive me for any mistakes. Yeah. I'm not used to performing it like this, so bear with me. You can dance if you like.
जगाना कुंडलिनी का था, जगाना कुंडलिनी का मुश्किल पहले पहले। माँ जागे आज तत्पर, माँ जागे है आज तत्पर, आदि शक्ति के नाम से सबको जागृति दो, सबको जागृति दो, सबको जागृति दो, सबको जागृति दो। पहले सुबह होती थी, शाम यूं ही ढल जाती, चेहरे थे गुमसुम, चेहरे थे गुमसुम। रात के अंधेरों ढूंढते उजाले, मिट ना सकी ना सकी मन की हलचल। अब उजाला अपने चित्त में है, अब उजाला अपने चित्त में है, जो कभी न था पहले पहले। प्यार की लो अपने दिल में है, प्यार की लो अपने दिल में है, आदि शक्ति के सबको जागृति, सबको जागृति दो, सबको जागृति दो, सबको जागृति दो। प्यार जब भी बांटा है, छू के ये उजाला दे, दिल की कली खिल जाए, दिल की कली खिल जाए। एक दे जब तुझे जैसे कि वो अपना हो, प्रेम शक्ति बढ़ जाए, प्रेम शक्ति बढ़ जाए। कौन अपना कौन पराया है, कौन अपना कौन पराया है, ज्ञान ही न था पहले पहले। यूं ही इंसान खुद को जाने है, यूं ही इंसान खुद को जाने है, आदि शक्ति के नाम से सबको
जागृति जागृति दो सबको जागृति दो सबको जागृति दो
And slowly we will close.
Yes,
this.
and just take a bandhan and just raise your kundalini before we part. Thank you so much. Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you again very soon with more experiences, with more music, and more love. Jai Shri Mataji.
Thank you from all of us who will be attending. They are sending all the love, lot of love. Thank you very much. And you continue for many years again. This great.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless. God bless you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. God bless you.